Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the very first Action Sunday of the new year of 2022. We made it. 2021 is in our rearview mirror. So now let's move forward. And of course, if you haven't guessed by the opening graphic, what I'm reviewing today, and of course, this might give you a hint of where I'm going for the next few weeks. So today, I'm going to be reviewing Casino Royale. Okay, yeah, I'm going back. I'm reviewing the very first Daniel Craig out. And of course, I know No Time to Die is already out. And believe it or not, spoilers ahead, I do plan on getting this and reviewing it for Action Sunday sometime in the near future. But when? You'll find out. All right? But tonight, I want to go back to Daniel Craig's first outing as the titular Bond, okay? And we're going back, oh my goodness, almost 20-something years, not even 20 years, okay? So I've seen Casino Royale at least several times over the years, okay? And of course, I never real fully appreciated it until now, okay? Now, I know, everyone prefers their Bonds, okay? What's your favorite Bond? Obviously, I've said that so many times before, okay? Everyone likes Sean Connery, or everybody likes Pierce Brosnan, or Roger Moore, okay? Me, I have a little bit of both. Daniel Craig, after watching his first outing a couple more times, I realized, to me, I feel like he was a perfect modern-day Bond, but where is he compared to all the others? That is another video for another day, okay? Because everybody has said that, if Connery set the standard, where do all the other guys match up to Sean Connery? Well, let's see. For Daniel Craig, I feel like he's up there, but to me, there's something about Sean Connery that makes his performance otherworldly. As for Daniel Craig, he takes a much more grittier and darker approach, but he still has some suave and creative moments, especially in Casino Royale, okay? And, obviously, this pays homage to the so-called very first James Bond story, not counting the parody version of this movie, which of course obviously starred Sir David Niven and Peter Sellers, respectively, as two different Bonds. But that's a story for another day. And also, that movie was technically an acid trip, so I wouldn't count that. But to me, I feel like this one truly embodied the spirit of that very first Bond story, the real Bond story, not making fun of everything else. It really works, okay? And I like how reserved, some of the action sequences are, but I will admit, okay, everyone's gonna say this till they're blue in the face. That opening scene after the credits, you know what I'm talking about, the big parkour chase through Madagascar, holy hot shit, and the fact that A, no green screen, B, they were doing their own stunts, puts into a more realistic world, okay? And of course, props to Daniel Craig, pulling all that off, okay? Literally, my wife and I, every time we watch the scene, we get vertigo. It's like, holy shit, how the hell did Daniel Craig just say, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? Because if you remember, that crane is X amount of feet off the ground. If he fell, that's it. But I'm glad, but I really love the sequence, even though it gives us vertigo, but everything else about the rest of the movie goes on at a good pace. Like I said, much of it is reserved, but I feel like that when the action is needed, when it does, and of course it takes you oh shit, didn't see that happening, where it comes to someone getting murdered, or oh shit, Bond's poisoned. What do we do? He's about to die. He's about to go into cardiac arrest, kind of thing. If you guys remember that part of the movie. But yeah, at least the title really fits into the whole theme of the movie. It's okay, Bond's trying to get the money. Okay, he wants to try to get with Sheaf. Okay, and of course, by the way, Mads Mikkelsen, where you pronounce his name? Holy shit, he is a phenomenal does a phenomenal performance as with Sheaf. Okay, there's something about his performance that makes me go, holy shit, this guy, it's like he's a perfect chameleon. I feel like he's like another Gary Oldman, but there's something about it, okay? I don't know, maybe a little bit more research into Mads Mikkelsen, and maybe if I can watch more of his work, then I can officially say, okay, this guy is definitely an actor that knows his shit, knows how to fully adapt to a certain character, whether he's a Bond villain or a character in Star Wars or something like that. I hate to be rambling about that, but yeah, you get my point. Really good stuff. The final act is where I feel like, okay, now here comes the unexpected twist. And of course, you definitely, if you guys remember this in the long run, like all this is setting up for the next sequel and the following thing, and the sequel after that. Ending up in Spectre. Of course, I talked about Spectre in the past work, but of course, after thinking about it again, I feel like Spectre was good and bad depending on how you look at it. It's like a bit of a letdown, but at least everything from this movie overarching into the next two or three, I feel like it's a perfect setting, a perfect build. I don't want to use a certain word, but it's just the way it's perfectly structured really brings the Bond into life, into more like a more modern day. Because think about this: between Die Another Day and this one, there was like what, 2 or 3 year gap, okay? Because whereas Die Another Day, that was like the early 2000s. This was the somewhat mid 2000s. Okay, there's like a big huge gap, and of course everyone says that like give time for certain Bond movies to breathe and and rest, and that way all of a sudden, okay, here's your next Bond. Here Bond, and of course, how can you twist it and create this world, like, or still keep it in the style that we all knew and loved from previous Bond predecessors, where it was Brosnan or Connery, and I feel like Daniel Craig certainly took the ball and ran with it for 5 more through the 5 movies that he's done. Okay, well, of course, like I said, I will get to No Time to Die. Okay, I mean, great stuff, and like. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about this movie. I will admit the car stunt part. I slow it down that way I can time it. And of course, yes, 18 freaking loops, folks. It set that record, okay, or flips if you can remember. So yeah, amazing stuff. I'm glad even Top Gear covered this in a special. I mean, it's an amazing stunt. The only thing I didn't really like is like some of the dialogue is just bogged down or hampered. It's just weak. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. But overall, after much looking back and more rewatching, I feel like Casino Royale definitely was up to the hype, and I feel like it definitely delivered. So with that in mind, I'm going to give Casino Royale an 8.5 out of 10. That is yes, out of all the Daniel Craigs I've seen. Or the Daniel Craig Bonds, I feel like this was definitely a strong outing. And then we did into the next one. Of course, I think everyone will agree that Quantum of Solace kind of sucked, but at least Skyfall redeemed Daniel Craig in the public eye, in my opinion. All right, so that does it for this week. If anybody has never seen Casino Royale, go freaking watch it. Binge watch all the Daniel Craig Bonds, because Hey, come on, okay? I'm glad he was a good Bond to take up good Bond actor to take up the mantle. All right. So that does for this week. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting videos.